Welcome to Make It Hackin. Today we're doing another unboxing and product review, and today we are reviewing some digital calipers. These things are awesome. I lost mine. I have no idea where they went. And I just cleaned my entire house and organized everything, went through basically everything, and I didn't find them. So it was time to get a new pair. So these are Aries, and they're composite digital calipers. If you don't know what digital calipers are, it's basically a digital ruler where you can measure something and get a very precise measurement. So what these have are you can measure on the inside and the outside and sort of between two items. The measurement for this particular caliper is 0 to 6 inches, basically 0 to 150 millimeters. And the resolution is 5/10,000ths of an inch, and that's also about 0.01 millimeters. These ones are supposed to automatically turn on when you open it and shut off when you don't use it. So there's probably some sort of timer built in, something like that. It says it's made out of a composite material, so that keeps it lightweight. If you're ever trying to measure between two things and it's like, you're trying to look on top of something, this lets you get right inside, or measure round things, you'll see. We'll measure a couple things. Digital calipers usually have 2 or 3 different kind of modes. The two that are common among all are inches and millimeters, but there's an extra one that'll give you fractions of inches, so it's not 0.01 inch. You can, measure that as a fraction. So I'm not sure if this has that. I thought it did, but I'm looking at it and I don't think it does. So we'll turn it on and see. So again, I got this on Amazon at $10. Prime shipping, free Prime shipping. I'm an Amazon Prime member. I love it. If you're not an Amazon Prime member and you buy stuff, get an Amazon membership. It's awesome. Free 2-day shipping on a lot of stuff. And they got the Amazon videos. Like there's TV shows that are unique to Amazon, but also you can watch certain movies, and there's Amazon Music and that sort of thing. Most of that stuff is included with your Prime membership. But anyway, here we go. Here's our unboxing of the calipers. So first I'm just going to look at the back. At the front you can just see, of course, the caliper. Here's your sort of inside and outside measurements. On the back we see that it has the 6-inch range, easy to read LCD screen, and it includes a battery. Awesome. It's got to be a coin battery, so thank God they include that. And then they kind of just go over the different components, the different characteristics of it. So you have your different ways you can measure and that sort of thing. But we'll just go ahead and unbox this. Boom! Look at that. All right, so there it is. It feels pretty nice. It doesn't feel really cheap. Like it doesn't feel. It hardly feels like plastic. Like it almost kind of feels like a mix between plastic and metal. It's kind of hard to describe, but yeah, it's not too flexible. It says carbon fiber. It says carbon fiber composites. So I'm not sure what that means. They didn't really market it as carbon fiber, so, and it doesn't look like carbon fiber. But here we go. It says the resolution on the back, 0.1 millimeters or 0.01 inch. And accuracy is plus minus 0.1 millimeters. And it gives you the battery type. So it's an SR/LR44 battery. All right. Oh, and this got 4.5 out of 5 stars reviews on Amazon. Like I said, I don't buy anything that has less than 4 stars. So while I was kind of messing around with it, I accidentally opened it up a little bit, and all you have to do to open it is slide this down, and if you would have noticed if you're watching the video, it turned on. So right now you can see that it's in millimeter mode. So it says 29.4 millimeters. Okay, so you might ask yourself, what is it measuring? How did it come up with that number? Where is it measuring? 29.4 millimeters is the distance from the inside of here, so right against there, to the inside of there. Okay, so you're measuring inside to inside. Here on the top it's the same distance, but it's measuring on the outside over here, on the outside of here. Now, even though these are on the outside and these are on the inside, you would use the inside ones to measure the outside of an object and the outside to measure the inside of an object, right? So I have this thing right here. If I wanted to measure how wide this was, I could use a ruler, right? Let's just kind of do a comparison. So I have one of these architectural drafty rulers. It's really nice. If I measure this, I get about 53.5 millimeters. I'll kind of just use my calipers. And yeah, it's saying about 53, kind of depending on how far you get, is between 53 and 54. Okay, one thing that I'm noticing right now, and I don't like this. There's no wheel on this. Okay, not my first pair of calipers, and my instinct was immediately to put my thumb right here and go like this because I thought there was a wheel there. Some calipers have a little wheel there so you can like dial in because you're measuring 0.1 millimeter accuracy. If your thumb moves too much, you're going to be pushing this thing all around, right? The little wheel kind of lets you dial in very finely. You can still kind of use it as like a handle, but I still don't really like it that much. All right, so that's millimeters. Again, you can have -0 according to this. If you want to switch to inches, you just press the blue button and it goes to inches. And if you press it again, it goes back to millimeters. So yeah, this one does not have fractions. So that's kind of disappointing too. It was only $10. Only $10. Calipers can get really expensive. So yeah, so this one's not too bad. So this one is just in decimal inches. So if I measure this, that's about 2.1 inches. Okay. They have measurements on the top and the bottom. So the bottom is decimal inches, and on the top is millimeters. So you can see I'm about 2.1, 2.2. I would say for $10, I would definitely, even though I don't like that there's not the fractions and that there's not the little wheel on the caliper dial to dial it in more finely, it was $10. And these things are pretty sturdy. They can take a little bit of a beating, although you shouldn't beat up your calipers too much because they're meant to measure accuracy. So we saw the way to measure like that, right? But why would you use these, right? So let's say I wanted to measure the inside of this plastic packaging from here to here. Well, I could do it like this, but that's not really the best way to do it. The best way to do it is kind of get inside and then just spread it out until they stop, right? So I can see that that's 1.35 inches or 34.3 millimeters. Now there's another button on here. It says 0. That's going to reset your measurement to 0. So if I press 0, everything from then on is relative to this one point. So if I go further, it's going to be positive. If I go in, it's going to be negative. There could be times when you want to do that. If you put it all the way back, hit 0 again, okay? And you can turn it off, turn it on, that sort of thing. So, yep, these are the Aries Composite digital calipers. I recommend them. I would probably stick with the 4.5 out of 5. For their price, they're pretty good stuff. So, $10, Amazon, like it or not, these are great. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Comment maybe what you think of these. Is it better to go less expensive or more expensive? There were some like $7 calipers, and I wanted to stay away from those because the reviews were just not up to my liking. Don't forget, also check us out at our Patreon page. I'll link that below. you can help support us over there and help us. We're trying to get another team member to help with producing and editing and that sort of thing. And we're also looking for project ideas. So I got a whole bunch of projects over there that I'm gonna get to in terms of like making and hacking, that sort of thing. But we also got some stuff that we want to do, but we just can't afford right now. So go to our Patreon page, wherever you can give, as little as $1 a month would be awesome. So great. Thank you very much, and let's make it hacking.